Breakfast is Tech Talk with Matthew Dixon.
Big Brother's watching me. He comes in with these gadgets, this bloke. That all look like the Daleks. There's one sitting on the desk in front of us, isn't there, Matty Dickinson?
There is. You've got to talk the talk and walk the walk, Richard.
You've got one there, you've got one over there, you've got Mike Jacks on your lapel.
Yeah,
and you've got one doing over there.
It's not much good if I come in and talk technology and then I'm a Luddite. You've got to really be able to walk the walk, Richard. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. Speaking about looking everywhere, a Big Brother could be tracking your car soon. We have everything in our car now on computer. Would it be possible to find out where I am in any particular situation, compliments of the computer in my car and satellites?
No, but yes. At the moment...
Shit, thanks for answering.
Yeah, good answer. Right, let's move on.
You should be a politician.
Oh, you've hurt me. You've hurt me. So at the moment, you've got lots of computers, you're right, but there's only some vehicles that are equipped, if you like, or have it turned on, that you can track where that vehicle is. So some do. So my phone, I can pull out my phone, I can see where my vehicles are at any point in time, and that's built into the vehicle when you buy it. So the technology's there. Not every car company comes out with that equipped and turned on from the beginning. But to turn it on isn't that hard.
How do you turn it on?
Well, not you and I don't turn it on. The manufacturer decides that this is a feature that people might want, so they enable that to be turned on.
Well, that'd be good if your car was flogged.
It's good if your car's stolen. The other thing that's really cool with mine, for example, is I can give it to one of my kids and I can put
you can see where they are.
Speed where they are, see how fast they're going at any point in time, and put a speed limiter on. So I can say, hey, you're only on your red Ps, so you can only go to 90. So
and that's
I'll
down Macquarie Street.
That's down Macquarie Street. Then they get the open road. Yeah. Then I can turn that on in my car and I can say, I'll limit you to 90. Look, I'll give you 95 because you might just want to overtake somewhere. So that's it. And then I actually get an alert if they get within 10 kilometres of that speed limit, so that I know
you're a helicopter parent.
Well, I can do all that. I don't necessarily do all that, but I can do all that.
So I could, if I had my car stolen, could it be found?
If you had that sort of technology on there, absolutely right. Now, if someone was clever enough to steal one of these modern cars, they're probably clever enough to disable some of those features. So it's not just go along like you see in the movies and they just rip a couple of wires out and stick them together and they hot wire and off they go down the street. There's a little bit more technology involved in starting some of these cars. And then, obviously, if they were clever enough to do all that, I reckon they'd probably disable the tracking.
Well, the Queensland Transport and Resources Committee, there's such a body. I guess they get paid much money. Has held its first hearings into whether the technology should be used in an effort to reduce vehicle theft and police chases as well. Remote engine immobilizers would allow police to automatically shut down vehicles.
It's a bit scary, isn't it?
Police shut down a vehicle, believed to be stolen. The tech would also work by cutting power to the accelerator, but still give the driver control. And OnStar, have you heard of this? General Motors has previously attempted to do it with its OnStar feature. OnStar was planned to be rolled out in 2019. One of the technology's main functions would be to automatically call emergency services. I think that actually exists.
There's a lot of car companies that have now. In fact, there's a friend of mine who had the first car crash in a Tesla in Australia. And he said when he woke up, so he hit a tree had fallen down across the road. And
bloody trees, they get in the way.
They're terrible. Anyway, he hit that and he said he got knocked out. And as he woke up, emergency services were arriving. He went, what happened? How did you know? And the car called them.
Well, I talked to Robbie Handsaker, you know. I think there's a Ford that's got Ranger. One of the Rangers has got that too, emergency assist.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a great thing.
That is a great thing. And again, obviously, as you say, that means that car has to have some external communication with the outside world. So there are parts of that are already turned on. There are parts of that are ready to go right now. But the engine immobiliser, the concern that I have with something like that, Richard, so if that's in the hands of all police, so, oh no, there's a car that's stolen, that person's going, oh, let's check that registration out. Oh, Richard Perno owns that car. We'll just immobilise it for him. But, gee, you want to be confident that it really was a stolen car and that really wasn't
borrowed. I didn't lend it to someone.
That's right. And then which police have access to it? What's the protocol you'd have to go through to actually do all that? By the time you do all that, the police have probably already chased them down anyway.
We used to have, just digressing, but still on the same pattern, Matty Dickinson, the smart televisions, right? There was a worry that you could actually be tracked of what you were watching on those, wasn't there?
Certainly, and that's right. There's once you get devices connected to the internet, then that's a two-way communication stream. So you could forget about how they do ratings now. You could actually have every TV that's a smart TV, which is most now, tracking exactly what
What's a
people are
smart
watching.
TV?
Well, any of the TVs that are effectively connected to the internet, which most are now, and it would be almost impossible to buy a brand new TV now that wasn't. You've got to go back maybe 5, 8, 10 years
Gee,
to
that's
find a
like
TV.
5 years ago. Wow, that's a long time ago.
It's an ancient history. So these TVs that are connected to the internet, that means you can download streaming shows.
Let's fast forward then, Matt.
Sure.
Okay, the manufacturers say, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to mobilise or turn on this equipment that'll have your car being able to be tracked no matter what. That could come.
That could come, absolutely. That's something that's a possibility. From a technical perspective, I won't talk about the political side.
No.
From a technical perspective, absolutely. Every new car, it could be mandated. Every new car that is delivered from tomorrow
It's trackable.
would have to have that, yeah.
Would you like that?
I
The places you go.
don't mind me tracking it. I'm not sure if I want the police tracking it.
Tech Talk with Matthew Dixon.
Maybe George L. Orwell was right, huh?
Maybe.
1984. Big Brother is watching you. It's 8 o'clock.